Hello everyone, it's Jeff. Happy Monday, everyone. Hope you all had a good weekend. I know I sure did. And I'm just here with another video. First off, I'd like to thank Mark from Back to the Vinyl for choosing my video as the viewer's choice winner. Nice, I really appreciate that. Warms my heart, makes me feel good. So thank you very much, and thank you for the prize. Rest assured, I will show whatever it is I get with that money. It will be spent on music, a record of some sort. Never fear. So that will be in a future video. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to delete that video because after I posted it, a couple people mentioned, you know, how shady it might be making a video while I'm actually at work, supposedly supposed to be working. So I left it up for the duration of the contest, but now that the contest is over, I think I'm going to pull it. So, yeah, I don't usually like pulling videos or anything like that, but I think for my own legal safety, I'm going to have to. So probably today or tonight, a little bit later on, I'm going to pull that video. Sorry. Okay, on to the topic of this video is something of a rant, because I just got back from a friend of my dad's who had a large collection of records that he's looking to get rid of. And Saturday night, actually, because my dad has a muscle car. He has a 66 GTO. Beautiful car. I worked on it with him for years. It's an amazing car. So he goes to a drive-in around here, and, you know, the car guys all line up and talk to each other. And this friend of his had some records in his trunk that he was looking to get rid of. And he said, oh, my son likes, you know, he collects records, da-da-da-da-da. So he brought me a stack of mostly classic rock albums from, you know, the 70s and 60s. I mean, a lot of it's pretty much classic rock stuff. But I did find, he did pull a copy of Get the Knack, which is one that it was on my mental list, so I was glad to get that. A couple of Chicago albums. Some of the stuff I already have, like The Song Remains the Same. You know, the records are dusty, but it could be possible trade bait down the line, or VCLT. It's missing the booklet inside, but the records are both there, and they look fairly decent. You got all these for 10 bucks. Okay, you know, that's probably, well, there's about a dozen records here. Actually, he got about 15, and I had to throw away a couple. I hate to do it. It breaks my heart, but he got the records he bought, and he doesn't know. My dad is, you know, he's in his mid-70s. He didn't look at the condition or anything like that. He just looked at titles and thought I might like them. But I had, you know, I had a copy of Live Bullet, which I already own. But I pulled the records out, and they were just scratched and beat up beyond belief. There was just no keeping them. So I just had to toss them. I had, you know, Stranger in Town, Live Bullet, all of those had to go. And I don't know if you can hear that sound, but the landscapers are working on my front yard right now, and they're tilling under all the old dead grass. So I hope that sound isn't carrying through too loud, because I'm recording this in my basement with David, Roger, and the wall. And the Allman Brothers. That's Idlewild South in the corner here. But I'm getting off track. Anyway, my dad gives me these records. He says this guy's got, you know, boxes and boxes more. Do I want to look at them? I said, sure. So today, you know, this morning I go over there with him, and he's got, you know, a couple boxes, a couple of laundry baskets with records in them. That's fine. You know, most of them were Christmas records, Mantovani, those thick box sets that you see at just about every garage sale and estate sale ever. And there was a good selection of rock records too, some of which I pulled, and I looked at every single one of them. And all the while I'm looking, you know, this guy's talking, oh, well, you know, this one here, oh, I did research yesterday, you know, I started doing research on these records, and, you know, this one's worth, you know, bottom price was like $5 on this one online, and this one is like $3, and that one's 10, and and I'm looking at this guy, and I'm like, are you serious? I thought, you know, what are you doing here? I don't even know what I'm going to buy, if anything. And this guy thinks he's got gold. All that said, I picked up like another dozen. And there's decent ones in here. I mean, there's Johnny Winter's first album, The Progressive Blues Experiment, on Imperial Records. That one actually looks like it's in decent shape. This one here, Timepiece, The Rascals' Greatest Hits, is the original blue and green Atlantic. Whoa, I just knocked my camera. Will this video survive? We don't know. It's this label here. This old Atlantic label. And it's in good shape. So that was a good one. You know, and a lot of these other ones are just kind of iffy. It was one of those situations where I didn't necessarily want to, you know, disrespect the guy because he's a friend of my dad's, and, you know, I got, you know, the Yardbirds' Greatest Hits, Coda by Led Zeppelin, which I don't have on vinyl, and that's actually a nice copy. I got the first Rush album, but it has no inner sleeve, and it looks pretty dusty and dirty. Not scratched, but we'll see. This is an iffy one. And so on and so forth. I got, what else did I want to show you that I thought looked good? Oh, I got Odessa by the Bee Gees with the velvet cover. A couple of Doors albums. Boston, Guess Who. I got Big Hits, High Tide and Green Grass by the Rolling Stones on the London label, and that's actually a good one too. Alright, here's where the rant comes in. There's probably, like I said, there's about a dozen albums here. And the guy's talking and talking and talking, thinking he's got gold. And he's like, well, and he wouldn't give me a price. He wouldn't tell me what he wanted. He kept telling me, well, make me an offer, make me an offer. And I only had $22 in my wallet because I wasn't expecting big things. So I figured I'd offer, you know, I wouldn't go like $1 an album. So I offered him 20. So then he starts talking. Well, online, you know, this one goes for that, and online, that one goes for that. And I finally said, look, I'm not being mean here, dude, but you're not going to get what you think you're going to get for these records. I said, A, all those Christmas and Mantovani and classical records are basically worthless. You're not going to get anything for them. He kept trying to sell me the entire lot. And he kept saying, oh, you know, if I gave him to you, if, you know, there's like 150 albums there, and if I gave him to you for like, you know, $2 an album, you know, that'd be $300. And I laughed at him. I honestly laughed at the guy. I said, you'll never get $300 for this like you think you're gonna. You just won't. I said, I'm not being mean. I'm not trying to, you know, be a dick or anything like that, but you're just not gonna. It's like, oh, I know, and he's backtracking. So I offered him 20. He turned it down. And he wouldn't, you know, he wouldn't come with a price. And I'm like, well, all right. So I pull out my wallet and I show him. I say, look, all the money I got right here is $22. I said, I'll offer you 22. And I'm just, like I said, I could have easily walked away from a lot of these because, you know. So he finally goes, well, how about 25? And I'm like, what did I just say? This is all the money I've got. So, of course, I was going to walk away, and my dad, being my dad, whips out a $5 and he gives it to me. I'm like, okay, I appreciate it, very nice gesture, but, you know, this guy would have taken less. but I understand. The main thing is, and I've run into this at every estate sale for the last 2-3 years since I've been going to estate sales. Everybody thinks they've got gold. Everybody hears, oh, this album's from the 60s. Oh, the Doors. Oh, this is a rock record. Oh, this is old. It's worth something. Really? If it's trashed? No, it's worth nothing. You can Frisbee it. You know, the covers on a lot of these are, they're so-so. I mean, I'm not as critical on cover condition as I am on the record condition, but, you know, I can't tell you how many sales I've been to where, you know, they have a box of dusty old records and they're asking, you know, $5 a piece, $10 a piece. You know, it's like, what are you people thinking? This isn't gold. People aren't going to just buy this stuff outright just because it's old. That's the part that I really dislike about this hobby. So that's why I wanted to rant to you guys in the VC, because I know you understand what I'm talking about, because I'm sure all of you have run into this at some time or another if you've gone digging for records at estate sales or garage sales or wherever. So I just wanted to share my story with you that, you know, yeah, there's a lot of old stuff out there. There's also a lot of shit out there, to put it bluntly. There's a lot of garbage out there. There's stuff that's in this first deck I showed you. Maybe half of these I'm going to keep. I'm going to try cleaning, and you know, a lot of these are real iffy. I'm going to have to clean them and play test them, you know, spot check them here and there to make sure that they actually play good if I'm going to even keep this, because I'm not even going to give away stuff that sounds like shit. I don't mean to keep swearing, but my blood's kind of worked up a little bit here. You know, I'm not going to even give that away, a crappy record, to someone, because then they're going to be like, what the hell is this? You know. So it just bugs me. And that's I guess that's just the collector, flipper, capitalist mindset and it's for everything, not just records. But because, you know, word got out that vinyl records are hot, you know, everyone thinks that they are gonna make all this money if they have a box of dusty, crappy, garbagey records. So I'm kind of lamenting that, because the days of the 50-cent album, you know, 50 cents a piece, even $1 a piece, those are pretty much gone. I don't even know if you can get 45s for that anymore. I mean, if you do, I think you're probably running into a rare beast. That's why I always bring up the one estate sale that I went to, where I did find a ton of albums for $1 a piece, and that was awesome. But like I said, I'll probably never find a sale like that again. So I'll clean these records up. I'll see how they go. A bunch of these I've already got, so I'll reserve them for maybe VCLT or trade if someone's really interested in the ones that I've got. I'm always open to that. But yeah, I guess I could probably turn this into a topic if you guys want to post in the comments maybe some horror stories of people that you've run into that have had records where they thought, you know, they were sitting on gold and it was really just a bunch of crap. So if you want to make a video responding to this, that would be great too. It's probably a good topic for discussion. It's good to get the rant out. So yeah, what do you guys think? You guys run into this a lot if you do a lot of digging for old records? I know I do. I enjoy it. I enjoy looking through I enjoy the dig. I enjoy, you know, hoping to come across, you know, a nice shape old record or something that, you know, I don't have that I've been looking for, like Get the Knack. You know, that was a completely random thing. So yeah, I throw it out to you guys. Share your horror stories with me. Share the rant. Share the hate. Whatever you want to call it. Because there's a ton of people out there like that. So, all right. That's it. Everybody have a good week. I hope to be back later on this week with a update video with this stuff and with what I've been listening to, because I've been listening to a lot of record store day purchases and it's been pretty damn good. So, all right, I'm out. Peace. Take care.